The anticipation is high entering the 2018 MEAC football season. After a historic 2017 season, which featured a pair of FBS wins by Howard and North Carolina A&T State, as well as North Carolina A&T State finishing as an undefeated champion. This year's MEAC football slate will have a new look with the addition of 5 new head coaches.
Let me know that you about this. Put your money where your mouth is. Every single second counts enough to turn a little molehill into a mountain. Only got one agenda, only know one way. So you know it's dead real every time I open my mouth up and you hear me say, whatever it takes, that's what I'm used to. Got no breaks, got no excuses. So many snakes, looking like Medusa. Cause second place, that's the first loser. That's the first loser. That's the first loser. Cause second place, that's the first loser. Whatever it takes, that's what I'm used to. Got no breaks, got no excuses.
Let's take a look at this year's MEAC predicted order of finish. Predicted to finish 10th are the Hornets of Delaware State University. Former DSU standout offensive lineman Rod Milstead returns to Dover as head coach and will inherit a young but experienced team looking to build on last season's record. Milstead will make his DSU debut on September 1st at the University of Buffalo. Led by new head coach Ernest Jones, the Morgan State Bears have been projected to finish 9th in this year's poll. 16 starters are back for the Bears, including the MEAC's top tackler for loss and linebacker Rico Kennedy. Morgan State kicks off the 2018 season at home on September 1st versus Towson in Part 2 of the Battle for Greater Baltimore. Third-year coach Eric Rayburn has Savannah State trending up as the Tigers have been predicted to finish 8th. Since arriving to Savannah in 2016, Coach Rayburn has posted the most wins at Savannah State in 9 years. Savannah State will have an experienced squad returning to the field this season as 16 starters are back. The season kicks off on August 30th as the Tigers will square off against the University of Alabama Birmingham. South Carolina State enters the season picked 7th in this year's MEAC poll. Guided by head coach Buddy Pugh, South Carolina State will be led by 14 returning starters, and to no surprise, a strong defensive unit, which finished the 2017 season ranked 2nd overall in the MEAC. The Bulldogs kick off the 2018 season on the road at Georgia Southern on September 1st. The Spartans of Norfolk State have been picked to finish 6th in this year's poll. Entering his 4th season in Sparta, head coach Latrell Scott returns 17 starters as the Spartans look to surpass last season's record. NSU opens the 2018 season at home against the Virginia State Trojans in the annual Labor Day Classic. Coming in at 5th place in this year's poll are the Rattlers of Florida A&M. The Rattlers will feature a new head coach this season, as well-respected offensive guru Willie Simmons will be tasked with restoring the Rattlers to their past glory. A total of 15 starters return for the Rattlers as the Simmons era begins on the highest of 7 hills, Saturday, September 1st, against Fort Valley State in the Jake Gaither Classic. The Bethune-Cookman Wildcats were predicted to finish 4th after posting a 7-4 record in 2017. 4th-year head coach Terry Sims and the staff welcome back 10 starters to Daytona Beach as the season begins with the John Merritt Classic on September 1st at Tennessee State. Selected to finish in 3rd place in this year's poll are the Eagles of North Carolina Central. The Eagles are under new leadership as Granville Eastman takes over with 10 returning starters. North Carolina Central opens the season in front of a national TV audience on ESPN2 as NCCU will face Prairie View A&M in the annual MEAC SWAC Challenge in Atlanta, Georgia. Coming off their best record in 5 seasons at 7-4, The Howard University Bison have been picked to finish second in this year's preseason poll. Expectations are high in the Mecca as second-year head coach Mike London returns to the field with 11 starters, including the reigning MEAC Freshman of the Year and quarterback Kalen Newton. The Bison open the season on September 1st at Ohio University. All eyes will be on North Carolina A&T State as the Aggies are predicted to defend their MEAC championship and return to the Celebration Bowl after posting a perfect 12-0 record last year. Led by former defensive coordinator and new head coach Sam Washington, the Aggies return a total of 13 starters on both sides of the ball, including the reigning MEAC Offensive Player of the Year and quarterback Lamar Raynard.
The season kicks off on August 25th against Jacksonville State in Montgomery, Alabama at the Guardian Credit Union FCS Kickoff, live on ESPN.
Once again, that is the 2018 MEAC predicted order of finish as voted on by the conference's head football coaches and sports information directors. We would also like to congratulate the 2018 MEAC Preseason Offensive Player of the Year in Lamar Raynard of North Carolina A&T State, and the 2018 Preseason Defensive Player of the Year in Devontae Reynolds of North Carolina Central. To view the complete MEAC preseason teams, log on to www.meacsports.com. MEAC football. The tradition continues.